starting? Kind of rotations?
Yeah, we feel so. Coming out of the last scrimmage, some guys stepped up. We got a couple guys that are making some way there, especially up front. We're going to have to play a lot of guys up front. We like what Terry's been. He's really been consistent as of late in practice, really leading the defense up front and also, as a leader for us. So we're excited about his comeback to the team. And then secondary, we're still working a few things out in the secondary. Linebackers, we're going to work out.
Is that competition with Eric and Kale where they're both going to play, just a matter who starts?
Yeah, they're both going to play. All those guys are going to play, even at the nickel and Sam. We're going to have to play a lot of guys. The competition for the starter is still on right there at the Mike position, and Joey's really pushing Torres right now as well. So, I like it. I've always believed in, you're only as good as your depth. So those guys earn the right to be on the field. We're going to play.
Yes. What a freshman. I mean, we've heard Jamal Brooks and Adam Sparks. Are there any other freshmen you think will crack that rotation right now, like a Kobe Whiteside or any guys like that?
Absolutely. Kobe Whiteside has really done a good job up front. Coach Brick has done a great job of teaching him the defense and getting him caught up early. He'll have an opportunity to play quite a bit. Sparks is going to be competing out there a little bit. He's got older guys that he's going against. And then Jamal, he's just behind some veteran guys. But I think he'll have an opportunity. It's hard to play 3 deep. He's got 2 guys that are pretty good in front of him, but he's going to be a factor somewhere this season.
What about Jordan Ulmer, Joshua Bledsoe, Aubrey Miller?
Jordan Ulmer. Aubrey Miller, we don't know right now. We know he's kind of on the, we don't know if he'll quite crack the depth as far as playing time. We think he can help us now in special teams. But Jordan Ulmer's been really, really impressive as a rookie in the back end. We didn't expect him to come in and do some of the things he's done. But again, you got a lot of veterans back there as well. But he's competing. He's going to have a lot of playing time for us, without a doubt.
So how does that work in the safety? Because you already had 4 guys back who played a lot of reps there last year.
Somebody's going to have to fight to get on the field. That kid's probably going to play quite a bit. And it's still about competition. We still got a week left. Anything can happen, obviously. No more scrimmages to this point. But, those guys are going to have to play back there. And again, he's probably going to be a kid that's going to be on the field quite a bit for us defensively.
If you had to play Saturday, who would be your starting safety?
I'm not going to go there yet.
What about defensive backs? Obviously, it seems like AC will probably be a starter, but what about the other side of the defense?
With him going down, again, that's probably why Sparks is going to be a little bit more in the talks there. We're still trying to work a few things out with him. You still got Cheeto, finding Scribbling. He's done a good job this camp. So we got a couple guys that have been working hard. We're not set at that position for sure. AC's probably the lead guy to start. But outside of that, we're not really set. Him and Scholes are probably the 2 strongest candidates right now to start in the secondary, to be honest with you.
Coach, sorry if I missed you talking about this earlier, but what did Akil Byers injure and how's he doing?
I'm not going to talk about injuries. I'll let Coach Hogan handle that. I won't handle that.
Jordan Harrell made captain last week, I guess earlier this week. I mean,
yes.
What's his progression been? Just all the roles he's filled?
Since I stepped on campus, just hats off to the young man. He went from walk-on to scholarship to captain. That doesn't happen, guys, and really anywhere. It's a rare thing. And all he's done is work. He's been consistent. He's been a team guy, not an eye guy, and he really leads this entire team. And I was really excited to see him get that opportunity to be a captain and to lead this 2017 team. So he's done it the right way.
Does he have that spot locked down opposite Marcel at this point?
At this point, probably so. But again, we got some young guys that are doing a good job. Turner, Keel, when he gets back, we're still trying to get Trey in the mix there. So we got numbers to play with there. But he's done a good job. He's going to be hard to beat out. Right now, he came into camp as a starter. He's still there, but we got a lot of young guys pushing him. So, like I said, we're going to do it by committee up front as well.
How's Trey doing? I know he had that foot injury that maybe set him back a little bit in training camp. Is he back up to speed?
A little bit. Just, again, I said last time I spoke with you, just looking for more consistency. Hadn't been there enough with assignments and things of that nature. Talent, great talent, but we just got to make sure he doesn't hurt the defense or hurt the team. And so he continues to work hard. We're excited to have him, a local kid with that type of talent. I know a lot of people are excited, but we're not going to put him out there unless he can do right and make sure he can help our team and our defense.
Is he a kid? I mean, he's got kind of a a loose personality. I mean, how do you balance trying to get the best out of him but letting him be himself?
Maturity. You got to mature at the. We always talk about there's a time and place for everything. So he just has to mature and understand when he's out here he has to work if he wants to do those things in the locker room. But sometimes that carries on out here, and I think Coach Haley's done a really good job of nipping that in the bud. So.
DeMontie, I know you liked this freshman class back in February, but back then, would you have thought you'd talk about this many freshmen playing?
Wow, honestly, no. We knew up front we had to play some guys because we didn't have numbers there, so we knew those guys. But you start talking about secondary and some of these linebacker kids, no way did I think that those guys would be in the 2 deep, yet alone potentially start. No way.
They just come prepared to play better, you think?
Yeah, they train, they work, they earn their right by training with the team this summer. And again, nowadays, college, high school athletes are a lot more prepared. They do it year round. So each year you probably see a few more true freshmen. But again, we got a couple guys at key spots that are in the 2 deep, and I like the guys that were returning. So for some of those guys to be pushing those guys with playing time, it's impressive.
What do you see as Jamal's role? I mean, is he working both middle spots? Or?
Yeah, primarily Mike. He's just a Mike right now. We don't want to load his boat. Again, he's probably starting on 2 or 3 special teams right now for us. Guys like his physical nature. I like his football IQ. He's a very intelligent football player. Again, he's just behind some guys that have a lot of playing experience, but he hasn't backed down. He hasn't he hadn't turned down the challenge of being out there competing one day at this camp. So I'm excited for him. Again, it's just hard to play 3 deep, and we don't know where the season's going to go. We just got to get to the first game, and we're going to play the best guys, and if he's one of them, he'll play defensively.
Can you envision a scenario where he ends up overtaking one of those guys late in the season and finds his way on the field?
It's a long season. That's it. I don't want to predict. I don't want anything to happen to our kids. But if he can come on and beat one of those guys out and we're still healthy, that's a good thing for the team. Until then, we're going to go with our guys that we know can play and that are a little bit ahead of them right now. Okay.